So a lot of jobs we do on the farm are done on lovely days like this. I do show you a lot of days when it's not lovely like this. And a lot of jobs you do are just routine, normal, enjoyable, lovely. But every now and again, you have to do a job that's a bit more strategic. And you've got to be careful that you switch for an important and a strategic job. You've got to be careful you switch from the, oh, I'm enjoying the sunshine mood, into, hang on, let's just have a look at this. Now, this is a vehicle I'm very familiar with. This is the old Ford County on the place. And as you can see, cosmetically she's had better days, but under the skin she is a beauty. She's reliable, honest, keeps us going. I'm a bit concerned today. I've got to check something out because it's possible the four-wheel drive has got stuck in, and we don't want to be driving that down the road as it is, because if we do, we could end up smashing the transmission in the back of there, and you can't actually go down a dealer and buy one of them. They're not so easy to sort out. So I've got to do a job where I lift this back end here, it's all the weight of the tractor on it, and just see if I can turn one wheel independent or not. Now recently I treated myself to a new 20-ton bottle jack, so that's going to be man enough for the job. And I've been through this and I've checked that, you know, the weight of all of this is going to lift up all right. I'm not going to have too many problems. So the way we see it is this: farm safety is really important. You don't want to be dropping all this lot down on your head. Not a clever idea. Things have happened in the past where close shaves, you know, and you just wise up after time. And what we've always said with the kids is this: rig it, whether it's a pull or a lift, rig it, check it, and then use it. Why do we say that? Well, get it right in the first place. Investigate, look into it, have a think, and make sure you've got it sorted right. So I don't lift that back end there and then have the front end wobbling about while it's up in the air. So what I'm going to do, see, handily placed lump of wood. Here's one I prepared earlier. There's a good old lump there, that's going to go in there. I'm going to tap it in front and I'm going to kick it in. So that tyre's not going to move forward, and I've got a strategically placed rock I've put over there as well. So now we've done that, we've rigged it. We've got a nice big lump of wood down here underneath the jack itself. It'll take all the weight, no problem. Spread it so that it doesn't, weight doesn't go tipping the jack over on soft ground. Yep, I've rigged that. I've checked it. I've had another look just walking around with you then, and yeah, I'm happy to use it. Now, why do we say use it? You don't want to keep on sticking it in the air, going around the back, having a look, fiddling and messing about, because what happens then is accidents. Once you've rigged it and you've checked it, you're confident. Something changes rapidly, you'll have a look again. But now we're ready to do the job. Rig it, check it, use it. What's gone on here is that I've rigged, I've checked, I've used, and the foundation has failed. Look down there. The block I was lifting off is rotten in the middle. Now, this week for the podcast, I've been looking at Hebrews chapter 11, which is a really important chapter. It's a chapter that deals with a group of people in a church spread out perhaps around the world. You don't know, but it's the Hebrew Christians who are perhaps second-generation Christians, and well, things are not the way they were at the beginning, and life's gone on, and they've not looked after themselves. They haven't kept watch over themselves the way I was watching over that block back there and picked up the problem. And they're in danger of going back to their old ways and laying off of Christ, laying off of what they've gained in him. So some Christian leader sends them a letter, and he says, guys, faith is confidence and assurance. What's gone wrong? You rigged it, you checked it, you kind of used it, but you didn't keep an eye on it, you didn't keep watch over what you were doing, and as a result, the jack that should have held you up has started pushing through foundations that weren't well laid. Sometimes I come across people who, yeah, they say to me, I've tried this Christianity lark, but it didn't work, you know. And it's like saying that jack didn't work because it was on a poor foundation. The foundation hadn't been maintained and had rotted away. So what the person who writes that letter to the Hebrews and writes Hebrews chapter 11 says is, guys, go back to the foundations, look at the foundations, and he takes them all through the foundations and shows how faith has been a firm foundation for life for such a range of people in their history over a long period of time. And then he makes an appeal to them. He says, look, you've got to persevere, do faith, Trust yourself to the foundation, this sure foundation, this solid foundation that we've got in Jesus. We've got this hope in Christ, this faith and hope in Christ as an anchor for our souls. Yeah, keep an eye on it. Make sure you maintain it. Make sure you've got that footing. Make sure it's kept safe and secure. Rig it. Trust in Christ. Check it. Yeah, go on. Firm up your faith. Keep looking, keep checking, firm it up, but use it. And in the using, it strengthens. It's only going to let you down if you let it go. There's an argument to be made that one of the most dangerous things around the farm is called lack of maintenance. See, that lump of wood there wasn't maintained. And when you want it, then it fails. And as you can see, I'm very glad I kept an eye on it, because that means it didn't come down, as you can see, on my head. It's always been that funny shape. Happily, the net result of taking care like that and keeping on top of what the foundations are doing is I can come in of an evening, sit by the fire, have a cup of tea, and my life is preserved. Now, if we can be of any help to you in looking after your foundations, making sure that things are maintained and will hold you up in your faith and in your life, feel free to contact us through the website www.yrgroup, that's YGRWP.com, or you can email me HOWChaplin, that's CHAPLAIN @gmail.com. Thanks for listening. God bless you.